9.4 Angle Sum Theorem. Use the Angle Sum Theorem to solve for missing angles.
Can you guys use the Angle Sum Theorem to solve for missing angles?
Yes.
How many lines or how many sides does a polygon have to have at the minimum?
3.
Is a circle a polygon?
No.
If you were given an exterior, if you were given a shape like this, and I told you, like, oh, for example, that this is like 35 degrees, could you calculate this angle?
Yes.
Could you calculate this angle?
Yes.
Could you calculate this angle?
Yes.
What kind of angle is this then? No,
Interior.
it's an acute angle, you're right. But it's also an exterior angle, right? Because it's outside of the shape, right?
Yes.
So you guys have enough knowledge to solve for interior and exterior angles as long as I give you something. Yes, no?
Yes.
Suleiman, eyes up here. Angle sum theorem. So it is the sum of all of the interior angles of a polygon, right?
Yeah.
On the count of 3, let's say this. 1, 2, 3.
180 times n minus 2.
Well, that was a good try. 180 times n minus 2. I'm not quite sure it's going to help with the video. 180 times, in parentheses, n minus 2. What does n represent?
Number of sides.
Number of sides. Hypotenuse would be opposite the right angle of a right triangle, and the legs make up the right angle of a right triangle. We'll come back to those a little bit later on in the year. At least we have exposure to them now. I have triangle ABC at number 7. Yes, no?
Yes.
I told you that this is 90 and this is 49. Yes, no?
Yes.
I want to know what is A. First thing we need to do in order to calculate A is we need to know how much each of those 3 angles total together, right?
Yes.
So we use the
Angle sum.
angle sum formula. And so how many sides does the triangle have?
3.
So we plugged in 3 for this n, right?
Yes.
Subtract 2 and then multiply by 180. Angle sum of a triangle is what?
180.
And now, since we know that 180 degrees is the angle sum, we're going to subtract the angles that we know. We know that we had a 90-degree angle, and we know that we had a 49-degree angle, right?
Yes.
We subtract both of those from 180, and what was left?
41 degrees.
41 degrees, yes, no?
Yes.
Oh my golly, good job. Number 8 is a very similar problem. However, it's an octagon. And so the first thing we did is we made a little T-chart, which I'm going to expect you to do. And we calculated the angle sum of the octagon, right?
Yeah.
How many sides does an octagon have?
8.
So we used 8 and subtracted 2, right? And then we knew that all of the 7 of the 8 angles were 135 degrees. So we subtracted the total of 135 times 7, and we were left with 135 degrees for that missing angle, right?
Yep.
Oh my God, goody, 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 goody. Sliding on down, number 9. I just asked you the angle sum of a pentagon. You had to figure out a pentagon had 5 sides. You did the math. I asked you to do the angle sum of a 15-sided shape, and you did the math using the angle sum formula.
Yep.
We talked a little bit about a regular polygon. We said a regular polygon has all sides that are
Equal.
and all angles that are also
Equal.
Now you guys are smart. And then I gave you this triangle, and that's all I did is I gave you this. And you guys all knew that because it was a triangle with 3 line markers telling me that each of the 3 sides are the same, then we must have what kind of polygon there?
Regular.
A regular polygon that's a triangle, right?
Yeah.
And so I made you, even though I think you know this by now, I made you calculate the angle sum and got 180. And then you guys, because I didn't give you any of the angles, you knew that each of them had to be the exact same, right?
Yeah.
So you just take the angle sum and you divide it by the 3 angles, and you figured out that every single angle is 60 degrees. You guys cool?
Yeah.